You're throwing rocks at them, baby.
My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, you don't care
Yeah.
about the others.
Isn't that awesome?
You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire.
After our fun day at the bird sanctuary, Ava and I got busy getting some peaches diced up. We're going to make some peach ice cream. So we have our peaches peeled and diced, and then we're going to put them in the saucepan and add just a little brown sugar to them. Get them on the stove and get them cooked a little bit so that they soften up, and then we'll cool them back down before we add them to our ice cream when we get around to making that. This was Sunday and our menu was tacos, but we are getting our ice cream ready for dessert so that we can have it in the freezer chilling after dinner.
You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
Do you like avocado?
Kinda. I like a little bit of avocado.
Me too. Just a little bit. Ava and I worked on getting some condiments and toppings around and getting them into some little dishes to set out. We had some mashed avocado, some onions, some tomatoes, cheese, of course, and some peppers and olives. And here we are just getting everything put in our little serving bowls, and then we're just gonna give that a stir. I thought this was so cute how she stirred up the avocado. Anyway, so we're just getting all of that good stuff around, and our meat is cooking on the stove, just some hamburger meat with some taco seasoning packets, and I'm also making some Spanish style rice-a-roni on the other burner. It's just prepared according to the boxed instructions, and this day was a little hectic. There was a lot going on in the kitchen and lots of little hands, and you know how that can be sometimes. Although my kids are all grown up, and so I don't usually have a lot of little hands in my mixing bowls and whatnot these days. So anyway, that was a new experience, and some things did get away from me. And when it was time to make up our plates for dinner, I just made one big burrito out of mine, and I'm starting by putting a smear of the avocado and sour cream down. My grandkids spent the day with me on this day, and then my son and his wife came and picked them up, and they stayed for dinner. Everybody did their own thing with their tacos or burritos, and either had corn or flour tortillas, hard or crunchy. We just had a variety of stuff going on, and this is how my burrito turned out. I ended up putting some of that rice right in the burrito and just put a little more sour cream and a little more hot sauce on mine before giving it a roll up. This was a giant burrito. I had these big shells left over from when I made my pizza pockets, and so decided that it was a good time to use them up. And here is how my big burrito turned out. This was so good. It was very good, in fact, and everybody was quite impressed, I must say. I always love when my grown kids come for dinner or breakfast or even just for coffee. So this was a really special day for me. And after dinner, we went out into our garden and picked some cucumbers and beans and peppers for them to take home with them. Then came back in and had a dish of that peach ice cream. It was just a really nice way to spend a Sunday. The next day, Bill and I both wanted tacos again. That's how good it was to us, I guess. But we decided to change it up a little bit and just do a like Doritos taco salad type of meal. Just make it really easy. So I'm just layering in all of the stuff that I wanted in my bowl, which was pretty much everything. And I did add a little bit of sliced cucumbers in there just because they sounded good to me. I know that might sound a little strange to you, but it actually was really good. So I have my Doritos, my cheese, my taco meat, some olives, sour cream, tomatoes, and lettuce, and those Doritos on the bottom, and just it's done. That was a very, very quick and easy dinner for a Monday. Mondays are always something else, aren't they? So in my world they are. And anyway, it was nice to have dinner ready in just a couple of minutes. And this is one that my family just always enjoys, no matter what day of the week it is. I've really been in a grazing mood, and that means that I want to just snack on dinner and not really have a full meal, I guess you could say. So on this day, we are having a charcuterie, and I'm just doing kind of like a snacky dinner. I'm cutting up these bell peppers and getting them all cleaned out. I just scooped out the seeds and the membrane, and then I'm just lining them up, and I'm using some of the Great Value, I believe it's onion and chives cream cheese. I don't know. It's already made up. So again, just keeping it super easy. And I'm just spooning a little bit of that cream cheese into each pepper. And I really enjoyed these. I do come back on and put in some of those real bacon pieces, and I wasn't really sure if anybody would eat these, and I ended up eating all of these except for 2 of them. Nobody else really likes bell peppers in our house, so I'm the only one, and so they were all mine. Yeah, there's that cream cheese and the bacon, and I'm just giving each one a little sprinkle. And these peppers were just so sweet and crunchy, so they really were a nice alternative to crackers and cut up veggies that I don't really care for, like carrots and whatnot. So we had a couple of peaches left over from Sunday when I made the peach ice cream, so I'm just giving those 2 peaches a slicing, and then I'm just going to lay those on our tray. I'm just kind of using what we have and getting it used up, and this is a good way to use up some produce that might be just sitting around. Otherwise, you know, it's easy to pass up a piece of fruit if it's just sitting there and it looks like it needs work done to it. But if you slice it up and make it easy to grab and go, then I find that people are more likely to eat it, and if they don't think that they're going to have to peel it or cut it and that kind of thing. And next I'm just slicing up 2 Honeycrisp apples as well, and I'm not adding any kind of fruit dip or anything like that. I just wanted to put some fresh fruit pieces on my charcuterie tray and not a whole bunch of sugar or anything like that. So we're just going to keep it nice and simple. I just laid those apples up here on this part of the tray. I don't feel like I really have any kind of talent when it comes to making a charcuterie. I wish that I did, but I just kind of play around and struggle pretty much and just kind of stack it all up wherever. And you know, it's just for us here at home tonight, so I'm not really that concerned with how it looks. And then I'm gonna get these onions cleaned up and chop off the green ends. Don't worry, I kept those because I will chop them up into smaller pieces and put them in the freezer to use later in recipes. And I'm just taking that same cream cheese, flavored cream cheese, it's the onion and chive flavor, and I'm putting a spoonful into the middle of each of my ham slices, and I'm using Black Forest ham, that's the kind that I like. And I'm just going to use 2 pieces per each roll, and then I added a little bit of mozzarella cheese just for a little something extra. My husband usually makes these with pickle spears, and those are really good too, but I really just wanted the onions this time, so I'm just going to give each one of these a roll up and then put them on the tray. And this is just an alternative to our usual sandwich night. We're just not having bread this time. Then I added some cheese cubes. I'm just using pepper jack cheese and mild cheddar. I also have some cucumber spears and some olives on the tray, as well as some strawberries, and that is that. It looks so nice and refreshing. It's a no-cook meal for a hot summer day with very little effort, and we all loved it. On this night, we decided to support our local businesses by going out to eat at a local restaurant, Mexican restaurant, and we just got our usual chips and salsa that comes with our meal. The prices here are pretty reasonable, so no guilt there, and I got out of cooking and I was super tired and needed a day off. We're going to jump right into some easy and quick baked beans in one pot. Here I fried up some bacon to go in our burgers that we're getting ready to have. I just threw in some canned baked beans. I believe they're from either Aldi or Save-A-Lot. I left in some of that bacon grease and a couple strips of the bacon. It was actually beginning to burn, so I caught it just in time. A couple of heaping teaspoons of brown sugar, some ketchup, And then I just did a dot of mustard. I didn't want a lot, and that mustard water isn't bothering me at all. I feel like I have a mustard bottle battle with this bottle of mustard. There's always some water no matter how much I shake it or whatever. But anyway, moving on, I'm just breaking up those pieces of bacon, and they did get a little on the dark side, but they turned out just fine. They kind of just reconstituted once all that bean liquid got added to it. Here I'm just showing the burgers that I just fried up in my frying pan. I just turned the bacon over there to clear up my pan, and that was our very simple cheeseburgers and baked beans. I'm just doing mustard and ketchup on my burger, just really keeping it simple and quick, just trying to get my family fed and not be fancy. And as you can see, we're using paper plates, and this was just good and reliable dinner for a busy weeknight. My husband did add tomato and onion to his, but I just kept mine kind of plain. For Friday, I knew that by the time I got out of work at 5 o'clock and then had my Zoom team meeting at 6, it would be 7 by the time I got around to eating, and I didn't want everybody to have to wait on me, so I put some beef tips into the crock pot, and I just added some brown gravy and some chopped up onions, and I'm going to kind of make this like the Mississippi pot roast, but not exactly. I added a ranch seasoning packet, and then I just put the onions right on top of that, and then added the pepperoncini. How do you say that? Pepperoncini juice and peppers into it as well. I added a little bit of steak sauce to mine, and that is just for that little bit of extra flavoring. Like I said, this is similar to the Mississippi pot roast, but not exactly. But in my opinion, it's just as good. I feel like I am always improvising in my kitchen, and that is okay. Don't be afraid to try new things. Usually it works out. I just put the lid on and turned on my crock pot. Then I went to work and let the crock pot do the cooking for me while I was away. When I got home from work, this is what it looked like. I just turned it off at that time and let it cool. My family went ahead and had their dinner, and I had mine later. That's why you're not seeing a finished plate for me, but this is how it turned out. And I just had some baked potatoes that I had put into the freezer. I had set those out during the morning as well, so that when we got home, we just popped them in the air fryer, and we just served this meat right on top of our baked potatoes. Hello, we are on our porch. We've got our bag and our cooler. We're getting ready to go to Michigan Adventure, which is an amusement park. There's Cameron behind me. An amusement park and a water park. So we're going to spend the day having lots of fun. I just wanted to hop on real quick to say hello and goodbye, just so that I have an outro or an ending to this video, because I'm not sure how much I'll get filmed later, but I do want to pop on and say that, you know, today's dinner is going to be out somewhere, whether it's at the amusement park or if we go somewhere for dinner. I don't know. We'll see. So we don't really have a plan. That's how we do it, right? Smart. So it'll probably cost way more money than if we had planned it out a little bit, but it's early in the morning and I'm just having my coffee, waiting on Bill to run a couple errands, and then we're going to get on the road. It's about a 2-hour drive. Not too bad, but anyway, I will try to include how today turned out, but in the meantime, I just wanted to say hello and end this video and remind you, if you haven't already, to hit the subscribe button so that you can see more of my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!